Hello, this is Adam Beck. I'm the founder of the blog Bilingual Monkeys and the forum, The Bilingual Zoo. I'm also the author of the book Maximize Your Child's Bilingual Ability, Ideas and Inspiration for Even Greater Success and Joy Raising Bilingual Kids. Number 41, make a to-do list. To give my kids structure and keep them on task, I make a to-do list with check boxes for them to follow on weekends and during breaks from school. Without this list, it's much easier for us to forget the tasks for their homework routine that day and the other chores we expect of them. It takes a bit of time for me to write up these lists each morning, one per child, but it makes the day far more productive and helps minimize the need to continually remind them about the things we'd like them to do. The lists, written in the minority language, even provide some input for literacy development. And when they're older, maybe I'll try having them write the list themselves. Number 42, get creative. Our mission, essentially, is to match our efforts to the ever-evolving needs of our circumstances. As our children grow and our circumstances change, we must respond to those changes with new solutions so that our children's bilingual development can continue its strong, steady course. To meet this challenge effectively each time, creative thinking is vital. The wider our minds can imagine and create, seeking unconventional solutions to, the better we'll be at providing suitable, ongoing support. Number 43, watch out for the second stage. It's not unusual for parents to be surprised and dismayed by the sharp evolution that takes place in their children's bilingual development when starting school in the majority language. This sudden spike in exposure to the majority language in the second stage, after the early years of the first stage were relatively smooth and successful, can produce new challenges in the bilingual journey. Parents may need to address this change in circumstance and growing dominance of the majority language by finding ways to deliver greater support for the minority language. Number 44, sustain a strong spirit. The challenge of raising a bilingual child is a marathon, not a sprint, and reaching the farther goal requires all the desire and determination, all the energy and endurance demanded of long-distance running. And like running, where getting from start to finish involves putting one foot after the other, over and over again, supporting the long-term language development of a bilingual child is a process that can only be addressed in small, persistent steps, day after day. When it comes to raising bilingual children, make no mistake, as important as suitable strategies and techniques are to this quest, they're ultimately secondary to your desire and determination, your energy and endurance. All the good ideas in the world will be for naught if they're not firmly grounded in these underlying qualities of spirit. Number 45, avoid regrets. Quickly let go of whatever regrets you may have about missed opportunities in the past and recommit to making proactive efforts starting today to support your children's minority side. No matter how old they are, there's still so much you can do to fuel their progress and their interest in the target language. Daily persistence is far more productive than wishful thinking. And if your children are still quite small, you can avoid regrets entirely by making a strong commitment to this aim from the very start. Number 46, persevere no matter what. If raising a bilingual child is truly important to you, you must address the difficulties as they arise and press on. You must persevere. This is a long, tough journey for us all, and for parents with especially challenging circumstances. It's very tough indeed. But the only way to realize your greater aim is to keep going, step by step, day after day. Not only is it vital to fix your goal in mind, you should also be keenly aware of the fact that your child wants to be bilingual too. Oh, he may not consciously hold this wish yet, but you can bet that when he's older, he'll be very glad that you didn't give up. Number 47, give time and attention. Our children will be little only once, and even then, for barely a blink. Whatever your circumstances, do all that you can to give time and attention to your kids while they're small. Not only do they need the language support that you can provide, they need, above all, your love. It isn't always easy to stop in the middle of something when your child interrupts, or answer yet another curious question without irritation. But it's worth making the effort every time in order to promote your child's bilingual ability and deepen the bond between you as parent and child. Remember this quote from Crystal Delarme Clymer: "When your child is talking, turn off the world." Number 48, rest and recharge. The bilingual aim demands daily persistence, but your efforts are only as effective as your level of energy. So make sure that you also take the time you need to rest and recharge in order to maintain good health, both mental and physical. Our well-being is vital not only to our success in raising bilingual kids, but to our personal happiness too. Number 49, recognize the greater good. Children with ability in more than one language bring benefit not only to their own lives, but to the world as well. Because bilingual minds tend to lean toward greater tolerance, bilingual children may in fact play an important role in building a more tolerant world. This could well be the larger legacy of our bilingual journey. And number 50, keep a journal. This last tip isn't strictly about bilingual development, but I think it's worth sharing. If you aren't keeping a journal on your kids, you might want to start. It's a small investment of your time, really. Just make a short entry in a notebook or text file every few weeks. But for your children, these observations of their language milestones, their early traits and interests, and their notable activities and experiences will one day be a priceless peek into the childhood that they will have largely forgotten.